Modern air warfare is increasingly defined by information dominance. The ability to detect threats earlier, track multiple targets simultaneously, and distribute battlefield intelligence across a networked force can determine the outcome of a conflict long before weapons are fired. To address this requirement, defense companies are pursuing a new generation of airborne surveillance systems that combine advanced sensors, autonomous platforms, and distributed operations. A year after the announcement of the collaboration, General Atomics Aeronautical Systems, GA-ASI, has flown an MQ-9B remotely piloted aircraft with LoyalEye Airborne Early Warning AEW pods designed by Saab. The test flight was conducted on May 19th from the company's Desert Horizon Flight Operations facility in Southern California. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes how MQ-9B is set to become an airborne early warning asset with LoyalEye. Before we proceed, a word on NordVPN, which is one of the most trusted and fastest VPN brand that has a no-log policy validated by Deloitte. NordVPN provides a 256-bit encrypted tunnel that protects your privacy and also enables you to access contents that are blocked based on geolocation. Its threat protection system helps you avoid phishing, scams, and malware. NordVPN application is available for all the major platforms as well as browsers. Get an exclusive NordVPN deal with massive saving by going to nordvpn.com/defense or clicking the link in the description. It's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. GA-ASI says the flight signaled the first step in a development process that is expected to take several months and culminate with a full capability demonstration later this year. The company is using one of its own aircraft for the test campaign. The company's president, David R. Alexander, stated, AEW for MQ-9B will offer critical aloft sensing to defend against tactical air munitions, guided missiles, drones, fighter and bomber aircraft, and other threats. Operational availability for a medium-altitude, long-endurance UAS is the highest of any military aircraft, and as an unmanned platform, its air crews are not put into harm's way. Carl Johan Bergholm, Senior Vice President and Head of Business Area Surveillance at Saab, said, LoyalEye on the MQ-9B offers critical airborne sensing, supporting extended persistence and operational reach. As a complement to manned assets, it aims to enhance situational awareness, and in combination, enable greater operational reach and flexibility. General Atomics Aeronautical Systems and Saab first announced the collaboration for the development of a podded AEW on June 15, 2025. The U.S. Air Force currently operates only 16 Boeing E-3 Sentry Airborne Warning and Control System (AWACS) aircraft, while the U.S. Navy fields approximately 70 E-2D Advanced Hawkeye Airborne Early Warning platforms. Although these aircraft provide critical battle management, surveillance, and command and control capabilities, they represent a relatively limited and highly valuable fleet. Both platforms are exceptionally expensive to procure, operate, and replace. Their sophisticated radar systems, communication suites, and highly trained crews make them among the most strategically important assets in the U.S. military inventory. However, their large size, predictable operating patterns, and comparatively low speed also make them attractive targets for adversaries. In a conflict against a near-peer competitor, such as China or Russia, airborne early warning aircraft would likely be among the highest priority targets from the opening stages of the campaign. Long-range air-to-air missiles, surface-to-air missile systems, and electronic warfare capabilities would all be employed to degrade or eliminate these critical nodes. Even a modest level of attrition could have a disproportionate impact on U.S. operations, reducing situational awareness, limiting command and control effectiveness, and constraining the ability to coordinate complex air and maritime missions. As a result, developing alternative distributed sensing architectures has become an increasingly important consideration in modern military planning. Saab has long been a major player in the airborne early warning sector through systems such as AEW and GlobalEye. Building upon this experience, Saab partnered with General Atomics Aeronautical Systems to develop an unmanned airborne early warning solution based on the MQ-9B platform. The objective is to create a lower-cost, highly persistent surveillance asset capable of complementing traditional crewed AEW and C aircraft. LoyalEye will support a wide range of applications including early detection and warning, long-range detection and tracking, and the simultaneous tracking of multiple targets. The system will operate both beyond line of sight, BLOS, and via satellite communication, SATCOM connectivity. LoyalEye is designed to deliver long-range airborne surveillance, detect low-altitude threats, track aircraft and missile targets, enhance network battlespace awareness, and integrate seamlessly with existing command and control networks. Unlike conventional AEW aircraft that rely on a large dorsal radar mounted above the fuselage, LoyalEye adopts a pod-based architecture integrated onto the MQ-9B unmanned aerial system. Images released during flight testing show multiple sensor pods mounted beneath the aircraft, demonstrating a modular design that enables advanced radar capabilities to be fielded on an unmanned platform without extensive modifications to the airframe. The renderings released by the two companies show the MQ-9B equipped with 3 specialized pods for the AEW mission. 2 pods, one under each wing, are understood to host the radar arrays, while a third pod installed on the center line would be used for the processing units. Engineered for long-duration missions at high altitudes, the MQ-9 Reaper was the first unmanned aircraft purpose-built to perform both persistent intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance (ISR) missions and precision strike operations within a single hunter-killer platform. The aircraft marked a significant advancement beyond the earlier MQ-1 Predator, incorporating greater power, increased payload capacity, improved endurance, and enhanced mission versatility. Compared with its predecessor, the Reaper delivers substantially higher performance. It can remain airborne for up to 27 hours, operate at altitudes approaching 50,000 feet, and cover distances of roughly 1,151 miles, 1,852 kilometers. The aircraft is also capable of speeds nearing 300 miles per hour, 482 kilometers per hour, allowing it to reach operational areas more rapidly. Furthermore, the extended range configuration further boosts endurance, enabling flight durations of up to 42 hours in missions. The high endurance makes the platform perfect for AEW role, and since it has no human pilot inside, it can be deployed even in very high-risk zones. The cost will also be much lower. However, rather than replacing platforms such as GlobalEye, LoyalEye is designed to expand the surveillance network. As militaries increasingly adopt distributed operations, manned-unmanned teaming, and network-centric warfare concepts, systems like LoyalEye could become an important component of future air power architectures.